Dear Dr. Chloe, my wife suffers from social anxiety disorders, so I'm the one who goes grocery shopping and takes the kids on social events. I can't help but feel like I'm excluding my wife from family activities. How can I help her overcome her fear of going outside or into social settings? How can I make her feel like she's part of the family, even when she's too anxious to drive to school and pick up the kids? I want her to feel like I understand, even though I don't really. As a husband, a best friend, how can I convince my wife that I want to help? John.
That's a really sensitive question. I can tell even just by the nature of the question that you obviously really want to be there for your wife and help her as much as you can. One thing I noticed that you said in your question is, how can I make my wife feel like I understand even if I don't? When actually maybe being more open about the fact that you don't understand would be the perfect jumping off point for you to start a dialogue with your wife, to ask some questions and to find out so that you actually really can understand a little bit more about what she's experiencing, and you'll give her the opportunity to start to express what she's feeling, which is a big part of her healing as well. I also want to respond to something else you said about not wanting to make your wife feel like she's excluded because she's not participating in these activities. You are not making your wife feel excluded at all. You are standing in and stepping in with childcare in many ways almost as a single parent, because a lot of childcare, as we all know, involves running around town, chauffeuring, doing errands, and you're doing that by yourself. So you are not excluding your wife. You're doing the best that you can to support her. When I'm talking to people that are caregivers for people that have some kind of a disability that's keeping them in the home, I always really want to encourage the caregiver to get some support for yourself, because when you're giving that much support to somebody else, it can actually be a little bit disorienting. You can actually start to get confused about your needs versus their needs. And your question about thinking that you are excluding your wife when in fact you're actually just stepping in to do what she's asking you to do suggests to me that you might do well to get some support for yourself as well, not only for your sake, but for the sake of your children as well. Thanks again for the question. You sound like a really wonderful husband, and best of luck to you.